guys, welcome to the Twin Flame reading. So I'm Ruby Rose, and the channel is Rubyrosetarot. So this reading today is going to focus on the divine masculine. So for those of you who are on a twin flame journey, and you are in separation from your twin, and there's quite a lot of you out there. It's a focus on the divine masculine, what's going on with him. So I know that a lot of you divine feminines may have a lot of questions in regards to why the connection ended. Today we're going to focus on the divine masculine, and then we're going to have a look at the divine feminine possibly next week, to try and really understand what's going on with them right now, try and tap into their current energies, try and understand why they left the connection. In some instances, the divine masculine has moved on to basically you were either put in a third party situation, or they've moved on to another person, potentially a karmic. We just want to really kind of gauge what's happening, and whether there is likely to be a union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine anytime soon. So I'm going to start the reading off today by focusing, I'm going to start it off with the Moonology deck. And then we're going to do a general spread for the divine masculine to try and understand where the divine masculine is at right now. And then we're going to try and see if we can get some messages for what the divine masculine would say if he could. What's on his mind at the moment in regards to you, divine feminine. So what messages do we have for the energy of the divine masculine? What messages do we have? Okay, so I'm going to So I know that a lot of you divine feminines are, I think, probably in a state of confusion. Some of you are choosing to walk away from your connection completely. There's a lot of doubts around whether you two are meant to be together, whether it's in your head. So a lot of you divine feminines know that you are in a twin flame connection, but are possibly doubting it right now because obviously your person is not here. Right, so let's try and understand what's going on with the divine masculine. Okay, right, so this is for the divine masculine and for the divine feminine as well. So the divine feminine can have a cheeky peek on what's going on with their person. And for the divine masculines, this is some guidance for you. So again, like I've mentioned in previous videos, a divine masculine does not have to be male. So a divine masculine can be female. So each one of us can possess both the masculine and the feminine energies. So, you could be female and be the divine masculine, or you could be male and be divine feminine. So take it as it resonates. As I go through the reading, you'll probably be able to understand whether this is your energy. If it is, then you are the divine masculine. If it's not, then you're the divine feminine. So what we've got for the Moonology messages, we've got luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So for a couple of you, you could divine masculine could be a Sagittarius, or they could be linked to a Sagittarius. So divine feminine, you could be a Sagittarius, or on either side there could be strong Sagittarius placements in your chart. So luck is on your side. So, you know, whatever it is that the divine masculine has got in mind, maybe they feel that they have lost out and they've been quite unlucky. It looks like their luck is about to change. So the next message is look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Again, Sagittarius. So I'm getting strong Sagittarius here. So again, there could be strong Sagittarius placements in your chart, divine feminine, or there could be strong placements in the divine masculine's chart. So divine masculine is being asked to look at things holistically, look at things in the round, rather than, you know, taking a narrow view on things, which, you know, it's likely that the divine masculine did do whilst he was in the connection with you, divine feminine. We've also got nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. So it's likely divine feminines that maybe the divine masculine has got themselves into a situation with someone. So I don't know how long the separation has been with the divine masculine. But it's more than likely that they're in a situation which is currently not quite working out for them. So divine masculine speaking to you guys directly, the situation in which you are in right now isn't going to prove fruitful or positive for you guys at the moment. So maybe you are in a connection with somebody, and it's not going well. So maybe you should try to use your intuition here and try and determine whether or not that situation is actually right for you, and try and determine the reasons why you're actually still in that connection. But it doesn't look like, with nothing good will come of this situation, it doesn't look like it will potentially end well, divine masculine. But I'm sensing here that the divine masculine, whether he is still in a connection with another person, or maybe this is the divine masculine's thoughts in regards to you, divine feminine. Maybe divine masculine feels that nothing good will come of the situation because there's been so much destruction in the ending of the connection with you that they feel that there's no way to return back to you. But we've got here, and like I said, I feel that the divine masculine is doing a lot of work at the moment. So maybe working on their shadows, taking some time out to do a little bit of self-reflection, maybe on the situation with the divine feminine. Maybe they found themselves in a situation with a karmic, which has made them re-question, re-evaluate their position, their thoughts, their values, their beliefs. But it says here, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So again, for some of you, you divine feminine, you could be a Capricorn, you could be a Cappy moon. For some of you, you're, the divine masculine, you could be a Capricorn, or again, either side, there could be strong Capricorn placements. But whatever it is that the divine masculine is working on at the moment, it's paying off. So whether that is internal work that they're doing, or they're focusing their attention on work, or whatever it is that they're doing at the moment, their hard work is paying off. Okay, so those are the messages from the Moonology. Let's focus now on the main reading. So let's try and understand what's going on with the divine masculine right now. What's on his mind? What's his current thoughts? What's going on with him? Okay, so what's going on with the divine masculine at present? So what's the current energies for the divine masculine? Wow, okay. We have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands signifies that the divine masculine is probably feeling slightly overburdened right now. Or they are under a lot of pressure. But the 10 also signifies a completion of some kind. So whatever issues that they feel that they have, or whatever the burden is, they're coming towards the end of that. Now, again, different scenarios. So, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine could be overburdened in the connection that they have with the karmic. Equally, they, you know, it could be a work situation, it could be a family situation, whatever it is, which is basically making them feel burdened. It looks like it's coming to an end. We've also got the Nine of Coins. So for some of you, maybe the divine masculine has or was burdened at some point, but is now no longer burdened, and have let go of these burdens. So this burden, again, like I mentioned earlier, could be a third party, and they're now single. So they are single and focusing on their abundance. The Nine of Pentacles to me also talks about, you know, a pre-empress or pre-emperor. So a lot of lessons have been learned here from the burdens that the divine masculine has had to bear. Okay, so we have got the Nine of Coins again, but we have also got the Moon. Now, the Moon can talk about secrets. It can talk about things that are hidden. Maybe something that is deceptive. Maybe it's lies. But it can also talk about hidden emotions. So things that maybe the divine masculine wasn't quite aware of in terms of their feelings, but they needed to be alone, or they needed to essentially raise their own vibrations, look at things from a different angle in order to fully understand what their feelings are in regards to a situation. So the angle in which I'm coming at this from is maybe the divine masculine has come to a realization about his emotions, which were hidden previously for the divine feminine. And one more. Okay, so again, we've got the Moon. Another thing that I can point out, so for a lot of the divine masculines and the divine feminines, there's no communication. So it's quite likely that things are hidden or things are unknown, principally because there's no communication. So divine masculine has no idea what divine feminine is doing. Maybe they are of the thought that the divine feminine may have moved on, or maybe talking to another. But one thing which I'm sensing here in terms of their energies is that they're sad. There's some sadness here. So they are focusing on basically the ending of the connection with you, or they are unhappy in the connection that they have with a karmic, if that is your situation. Okay. Right, so at the crown of the reed, we have the Nine of Cups. So the divine masculine is looking for success, looking for his or her ultimate wish fulfillment. They want victory in the situation. So that is what is at the crown of the reed. We have the Six of Cups, the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, the Empress, and the High Priestess. So with the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups talks about nostalgia. So maybe divine masculine and divine feminine, maybe there was a long-term connection here, or maybe an indication of maybe a past life connection. But there's strong memories of the fun times that divine masculine had with the divine feminine. Because obviously with the Six of Cups, this is a past card. So even if they are with a karmic currently, they are still thinking of you, divine feminine. They still are. With the Emperor, so again, when I split the deck, we had pre-Empress energy. With the Emperor, Six of Cups indicates to me this is a Scorpio. So potentially divine masculine or divine feminine, you are a Scorpio or have strong Scorpio placements in your chart. The Emperor is the card of Aries. So this person is a CEO, may own their own business, doing quite well for themselves. They are bossing up, basically. So maybe your person, divine feminine, is stepping into Emperor or has always been Emperor in your eyes. Now, directly underneath the Nine of Cups, we've got the Ten of Swords. So there's a strong sense of a betrayal or a painful ending. So the way that I'm reading this now with the Nine of Cups is that once upon a time, you and your person were very, very happy. So for your person, he felt that there was wish fulfillment here. But with the Ten of Swords, it talks about a painful ending. And with the 10, it indicates obviously an ending, a completion of something. Interestingly, on either side of the Ten of Swords, we've got the Emperor, but we've also got the Empress. So the Empress is Taurus, can be Libra. So again, it could be strong placements in your chart. It could be strong placements in, divine feminine. It could be strong placements in your chart. But the Empress effectively is you. So you could be a mother. You could be bossed up in your own right. You're obviously the counterpart, or he sees you, divine feminine, or he or she sees you as the Empress, the counterpart to the Emperor. They want, also with the Empress being here, they want growth. And especially with it coming after the Ten of Swords, they want to grow the connection. We've also got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is, again, this is the astrological sign of Cancer. So the High Priestess is and can be seen as the actual divine feminine. So we've got the Empress and the High Priestess, which are strong indications of the divine feminine. So it looks to me that the divine masculine recognizes that he was in the presence of his counterpart, his twin flame, the divine feminine. Again, like I think I've mentioned, the High Priestess is also a Cancer, or the zodiac sign of Cancer. So for some of you divine feminines, you may be a Cancer, or you have strong Cancer placements in your chart, or flip it, your person has strong Cancer placements in their chart. But the High Priestess talks about it's basically the keeper of secrets. So the High Priestess remains silent, which obviously explains the situation that we have currently. With the Ten of Swords and the betrayal, it looks like the divine masculine is beginning to realize what he actually had. But there's still no communication here. So there is still silence. But the High Priestess again also talks about wisdom and realizations and learning. So I think the divine masculine is aware and has learned from the situation. But he or she is also learning to trust their intuition more here. What else do we have? We have the Ten of Coins, the Fool, the Seven of Coins, the King of Coins, and the Knight of Coins. Okay, so with the Ten of Coins underneath the Six of Cups, the Ten of Coins is basically completion, stability, long term. So that long term card is directly underneath the Six of Cups. So divine feminines, the divine masculine is strongly the divine masculine is nostalgic and is thinking about what could have been. So they're recognizing that they would have had stability with you. It could have been long term, it could have been prosperous, it could have been fruitful for them. Again, 10 talking about completion, but a happy ending, long term connection. Underneath the Emperor, we've got the Fool. So the divine masculine wants to move forward. Wants to make that leap of faith towards the divine feminine. They want to start anew. The Fool can talk about spontaneity. It can talk about carelessness, which, to be honest, obviously with the divine masculine leaving the divine feminine, we could argue that he was careless or foolish. Again, depending on the nature and the strength of the connection that you had, divine masculine and divine feminine, maybe you on your part may have felt that you slightly obsessed with the connection, or on the flip side of that, your person felt obsessed. So divine masculine felt obsessed with the divine feminine. But either way, with the Fool card, we're talking about new beginnings, wanting to start afresh, wanting to start new in the connection. With the Seven of Coins sat directly underneath the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins is waiting. So the seeds have been planted. Investment had been made in the connection. It looks like the divine masculine is waiting. Potentially it is for the right time. Now, what I'm reading from this directly after that, underneath the Empress, we have got the King of Coins. So the divine masculine is waiting maybe to become financially sound or financially stable. Maybe he's waiting on money to come in. But But either way, a divine or, conversely, the Fool again is a strong indicator of the Aries. So we've got Aries with the Emperor and Aries again with the Fool. With the King of Coins, this could be an earth sign, that divine masculine or feminine, it could be you, which is Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. But essentially I think that they're waiting to sort out their finances. Maybe they've had financial struggles and they are waiting for the right time with the Seven of Coins in order to come in. The Seven of Coins could also be looked at as divine timing as well. So maybe they're being prevented at this time from moving towards you, divine feminines, which is the reason for the delay. So for some of you, it could be a number of weeks. For others of you, months. For others of you, it could be years. But your divine masculine hasn't let this go. And I think divine feminines, you energetically feel that. What the divine masculine wants to do is they want to move forward with the Knight of Coins. So the Knight of Coins is wanting to give a commitment. Is someone who's mature and responsible. So it's someone who's basically learned whatever lessons that they needed to learn. Again, with it being directly underneath the High Priestess. They're trusting in their intuition. They want to actually come in with an offer. But coupled with the Seven of Coins, the Knight of Coins on its own, or the Knight of Pentacles as it's originally known, means that this offer is going to come in very, very, very slowly. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it's not going to be imminent divine feminine, but the thought process is here. Wow. So we've got the Knight of Coins, and then straight away we've got the Ten of Coins, Ace of Coins, sorry. So the Ace of Coins directly underneath the Ten of Coins. So the divine masculine is thinking about the stability here, but the divine masculine is now at this point in the future ready to provide the coin, basically offer that stability. So maybe there was some instability in the connection in the past. We've got the Six of Coins again directly underneath the Fool and the Emperor. So the Six of Coins, the divine masculine wants to give equal reciprocity. Teeth back in. So maybe the divine masculine didn't and wasn't particularly fair in the past. Maybe divine feminines, you were breadcrumbed in the past. That's not the intention this time. The divine masculine wants to give equally to the situation, and come at this from a fair angle. Wow. We've got the Lovers. Sorry, guys. The Lovers can be seen as a card of choice, a decision, which, to be fair, yes. So directly underneath the Seven of Coins waiting, then the divine masculine at some point in the future is going to make a choice. Now, it could be that the divine masculine has to choose between two. But ultimately, the Lovers is a card of soulmate, divine masculine and divine feminine. So I think at this point, when the offer comes in, divine feminines, divine masculine is fully aware of who you are, and they realize that you're marriage material with the Ten of Coins. They see their life with you. They see you as being the one. They'll realize the realization is here as I've been reading of who you are to them from the very top row of the read. Wow. We've got the 10 of Cups. So this is happy wife, happy life, white picket fence, dog, cat, whatever it is. Home. This is coupled with the 10 of coins. This is ultimate happiness. So the divine masculine wants ultimate happiness. Coincidentally, we've got the Empress, the King of Coins, and the 10 of Cups. They see you, the Empress, as being their 10 of Cups, their ultimate wish fulfillment. And they want everything with you. The Chariot. Again, some of you may be dealing with a Cancer, or some of you may be Cancerians. And again, I apologize, I didn't note the Lovers. Again, Gemini, or your DM or DF could be a Gemini, or strong Gemini placements in their chart. With the Chariot being here, it's talking about perseverance. They are not looking to back down here. So when they come in to make that offer with the Ace of Coins, I don't think that they're going to back down. They're probably aware that there may be some resistance, Divine Feminine, depending on how long you've had to wait for the connection to come through. But that's not going to, it's not going to stop them. They're going to make that effort. They're going to push forward and really try with you. Okay, so let's get the last row. Wow, we've got the Star. They're really hoping. They're wishing for this. Maybe there may be a bit of healing on their part. Again, we need to try and better understand what's gone on with them in their situation to understand why there may be a need of healing, but they do see you as their fulfillment. The Star, especially, again, I don't know whether you can see with the woman pouring the jug. So she's got 2 jugs here. That is also the mixing of the past and the present. So trying to bring the past back into the person's present in order to find their happiness and their satisfaction. Wow, we've got the Knight of Cups. So your person, again, underneath the 6 of Coins and the Fool card, wanting to make that leap of faith, and the Emperor. So the Divine Masculine wants to offer love. It could be a proposal in some instances. Maybe they were non-committal Divine Feminines in the past, and now the Divine Masculine feels ready to actually provide that cup, to actually come forward and claim their prize. Well, we've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is directly underneath the Lovers and the 7 of Coins, 9 of Cups. So Divine Feminines, you may be happy to know, they see you as beautiful, as sexy, as successful, as a go-getter, as fun, as amazing. So some of you could be a fire sign, which is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Or you may have strong placements in your chart. But this is how the Divine Masculine sees you. they want to work on the situation with the Three of Coins. Again, directly, so they want to work with you, and the Empress, Divine Feminine. They want to work with you in order to achieve this Ten of Cups. Wow. Two of Cups. The Divine Masculine sees you completely as their soulmate with the Lovers card and the Two of Cups. I say soulmate, I mean twin flame. So with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, there is a deep, deep and powerful connection between the two of you, which they cannot deny. Hence them wanting to work on this with you. And constantly, again, right at the beginning of the read with the Six of Cups, not being able to forget you, Divine Feminine. Despite how it may look on the outside, they're still thinking of you. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Swords. So I think with the Six of Swords, your person sailed away. This is my Enya card. So the person sailed away from the connection. But I think that Divine Masculines want to move or sail towards calmer waters with the Divine Feminine, to get that balance. So we've got the Six of Wands, and I think there was a 6 somewhere here as well. So there's the Six of Cups, and I believe there was a 6 of Coins. So we've got 666, which talks about balance. So the Divine Masculine is desperate to kind of basically balance the situation out, try and create fairness in the situation. Maybe they realize that they did you wrong now, Divine Feminines, with the Ten of Swords. They recognize that they sabotaged and desecrated what ultimately made them happy. But now they realize, and it looks like luck is now on their side with the Moonology card. They're now looking at the bigger picture again with the High Priestess, which is wisdom. They're now beginning to realize who you are. Right, so we are coming towards the end of the reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pull some messages from the Divine Masculine, a couple of things that the Divine Masculine would want to say to the Divine Feminine if they had the opportunity to do so. So this will look at maybe how they felt back then and how they are feeling now. So what messages do we have to explain what messages that the Divine Masculine wants to give to the Divine Feminine right now? But this so far looks beautiful. It looks like, there's a slow progression. We've got, nostalgia and thoughts, and acknowledging the hurt and pain that was caused, acknowledging that you are their counterpart, Emperor and Empress, and trying to trust in their intuition here. And they're planning, they see who you are, and they're planning on making that movement towards you. Okay, so we've got, I'm afraid you'll reject me. So I think that Divine Masculine is worried that Divine Feminine is going to ultimately reject. So when Divine Masculine comes in to offer the Ace of Coins, there's a fear there that Divine Feminine, especially if it's prolonged for a long period of time of no communication, that Divine Feminine is going to reject the connection. We've got also, there was overlap. I cheated on you. So for some, and again, albeit it might not be for all, the Divine Masculine with the Ten of Swords, maybe they had cheated on you in the connection, whether you're aware of it, Divine Feminine, or not. But again, this wouldn't apply to every single one of you. But they recognize that they're cheating or they're moving on to a third party. Potentially, well, it's not potentially, we know that it will have resulted in the Ten of Swords, a betrayal, of a painful ending to the situation. Wow. I'll save this one till last. We've got, you inspire me to be better. So the Divine Masculine recognizes your worth, Divine Feminine. You inspire them to be a better person. You raise them up, you help them, or you have ultimately helped them to grow into emperor status. So again, you know, positive messages there. We also have, we need to talk this through. So Divine Masculine wants to come in to have the conversation with you here. They want to talk things through, explain. Maybe Divine Feminine, you want to know why they did what they did, and this would be your opportunity to have those conversations. It could be born out of fear with the I'm afraid section here, with I'm afraid you'll reject me. Maybe there was fear involved. But what we've pulled here is we are twin flames. So the Divine Masculine recognizes that this is a twin flame connection. They know who you are and they recognize that it's a twin flame. They might not know it as being a twin flame depending on how spiritual your person is. So I feel that a lot of you Divine Feminines are a lot more advanced spiritually than your counterpart, than your Divine Masculine. So he or she may not be aware of the term twin flame, but they will know that the connection, they will feel the strength of the connection. Okay. I think what I might do is also see whether there are any additional messages through song. Okay. Let's see whether there are any additional messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine through song. I won't take these. Any additional messages from the Divine Masculine? Okay. Okay, so we've got look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do, like they were all yellow. So we've got the star card out here already. So they see hope with you. They see you for who you are, Divine Feminines. And they recognize that the universe even recognizes who you are, because the stars shine for you, Divine Feminine. We've also got, and when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, because you're amazing just the way you are, by Bruno Mars. So they recognize, again, similar to the Coldplay message as well, or the Coldplay song, they recognize who you are. And again, I think they realize that, you know, the universe stops and shines for Divine Feminine. And again, your smile stops traffic. They see the impact that you, Divine Feminine, or they see the impacts that you have on other people, and they recognize, again, your worth. And then we've got, thank you for loving me, for being my eyes when I couldn't see. So that's Bon Jovi. They're grateful for you being in their life, Divine Feminine. They're grateful that you were there for them, and they were grateful for the love that you had given them, even though, Divine Feminine, it might not have looked that way. And then we've also got, how come you don't want me now? Why don't you want to wait this out? How come you always lead me on? Never take my call, hear me out. Why don't you want to win me now? Why don't you want to show me off? Tell me why you couldn't try and keep me. This could be either the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine here, but I'm feeling this is the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is probably overthinking this at the moment. So we had a fear from Divine Masculine that the Divine Feminine may reject them. So I think they're in their head. Maybe Divine Feminine, some of you may have walked away from the connection. Maybe it was you that walked away from the connection because you didn't feel happy in the connection, or you didn't feel safe or valued in the connection. So it was you that walked away. On the flip side of that, it could have been them that walked away. Maybe some of you have blocked the Divine Masculine. But it's got the Divine Masculine in his or her head because they're concerned that you don't want them anymore. They're worried that you don't want to try or hear them out. And that could also contribute to the delay, the waiting with the Seven of Coins and the Knight of Coins in them coming forward towards you. But Divine Feminines, you'd be hard pushed to find any reading that will not tell you that your union is, the connection is going to come back into union. Most definitely. The issue boils down to time. So obviously there's our timing and there's that of divine timing, but it's very powerful for the collective. And there's a lot of energy surrounding this. So yes, there is going to be union between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, but with the Knight of Coins and the Seven of Coins, it looks like there's going to be a period of wait. But as soon as the Divine Masculine steps up to offer that commitment, to offer that stability, then everything else follows in quick succession. We've got the Chariot, which is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck, directly underneath the Knight of Coins. It's a beautiful read. So I hope that Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines, you got the messages that you wanted and needed to hear at this time. And, again, I will next week. The aim is to focus on the divine feminines and where their current energies are at the moment. But divine masculine it looks like they are, everyone's on a different journey. So some will be in a period of contemplation, nostalgia, thinking about the past. Others have probably evolved onto the second row, completely acknowledging who their person was and wanting to take that leap of faith, but maybe a little bit of fear is blocking them. I hope that this helps. Enjoy the rest of your week and take care, or enjoy your weekend even. Take care, and I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.